I see healthy faces, I see tan faces, I see happy faces. We're some of the luckiest people on earth because we live in Prince Edward Island and we live in a place called Canada. And the duty of political life, way beyond party politics, is to hand these blessings on the same way we found it to our children and grandchildren. To make sure the fishery is always strong, to make sure that where necessary we proceed with public rationalization of the fishing industry, so it's always be strong. What was I doing at 11 o'clock this morning? I was out with Wayne Easter. That's a perilous idea to be on a boat with Wayne, but still I took my life in my hands and went out with Wayne. And we went out to look at a breakwater. A breakwater had collapsed, the harbor was silting up. And it's just very clear when you're out there, you know you've got to get federal involvement back in there to rebuild that breakwater so you can sustain a strong commercial fishery in that harbor. That's what you have politics for. That's what you do. That's the kind of investment so that there will be a fishery there, not in 5 years or 10 years, but in 50 years. That's the kind of commitment we need to make to the fishing industry of this island. And we need champions of agriculture. We need the kind of champion that Wayne and Lawrence have been, that Sean has been, that our members of parliament across the country have been, to speak up for an agriculture when it needs defense. We've spoken about a national food policy. The goal is very simple in a national food policy: to put more Canadian food on Canadian plates. And that will guide our policy. It's crucial to our health. It's crucial to our children's health, to improve their diet. And it's also crucial to do something else, to rebuild the relationship between rural and urban Canada. Everybody knows I'm an MP for a downtown Toronto riding. But what you don't know is I've got the food terminal in my riding. I've got food processors in my riding. I've got Campbell's Soup in my riding. And I know where the raw material for my riding, and I know where the jobs in my riding come from. They come from the farms of Canada. And this link between urban and rural Canada must be resoldered and rebuilt. Part of my vision of the country is that I don't want to have a divide between urban and rural Canada. I don't want to have a rural Canada left behind. I don't want to have rural Canadians thinking we can't get the same healthcare services as you can in the city. We can't get broadband and internet connections. We have to send our children away so that they can prosper and grow. My vision of Canada, Lawrence's vision of Canada, is that you can build where you stand. You can live where you were born. You can do what your father and mothers did and have a good life.